Hi, I'm Dr. Thayer. I have a new patient here who found me off YouTube the other day. He was seeing another chiropractor and he saw my video. He's like, this guy's kind of cool. Let me go see him.
You are.
Yeah, impromptu right there. We've been discussing some of his case, and I think some of the stuff's interesting, so we're going to let him talk about why he's here originally, and we'll go off a little tangent in a minute here, but why are you here?
So originally, my lower back, I actually was exercising, doing some water resistance.
I forgot about this already.
Some water resistance.
So much stuff.
So we're doing some water resistance exercising, and I was jumping out of the water, and I came down on my right heel really hard, and I felt shooting pain in my lower back. Since then, I've pretty much been at about like 50% of like what I can do as far as like lifting, moving. Walking has been difficult. Even yesterday was extremely painful. I haven't been taking any meds, like anything for it, but I've just been limiting my movements so I don't.
Gotcha.
You know.
And so you had this 10 years ago also, an episode sort of like this.
Yeah, so I was exercising also, and then came down on my right leg, same thing. At the time I went to a chiropractor, he said I shifted one of my lower discs to the right. I was pinching nerves, and I wasn't even able to bend over to the right. So that's
okay. So he's had this twice. It's on the right side, and so this is what he's came in for. So he's come in for pain, and that's what people usually come to see a chiropractor for. But I thought it was interesting because he has a couple other things that, again, the pain's the easiest thing to fix. We can fix that easily. It's the fatigue. He has 10 years of fatigue.
Yeah, pretty much. Just sleeping in general. I'll wake up, feel really a lot of tightness in my shoulders and my back. I catch myself waking up maybe once or twice a night, but I know that I do snore, and so that's kind of been an issue. That's been an issue. So I've pretty much been fatigued. You know, middle of the day I'll be tired. It used to be at work that I would literally take naps on my lunch. So far it's not been so bad.
Yeah. So
the fatigue's been.
But interesting, 10 years of fatigue, and so I've been trying to explain this in the videos is that pain in the back, even though he doesn't have ridiculous pain for the last 10 years, he's only had the episode 10 years ago and just recently, but nothing really in between of a lot of pain, right?
Yeah, no.
But he hasn't been able to sleep for 10 years. So sleep is a symptom again of pain that he is not expressing through his body. He's feeling it, but he's just tossing and turning. So the snoring, again, snoring is complication of not sleeping for a long time, because as he starts to fall asleep, he goes from awake to deep sleep instantly, and that's where the snoring comes from. So not only are we going to help him with his pain, again, which is the easy part, we're going to try to help him with his fatigue, and he has a couple other interesting symptoms that we're going to address right now. Let's see, anything else? Let's check this one thing. I want have a seat right here. So you guys haven't seen this before. We're going to check his dermatomes, and this was an interesting thing because his whole side of his body is shut off. And so I wanted you guys to see this. We're doing a pinwheel. See this pinwheel right here? Okay, we're going to do a pinwheel test. And so what we want to see normally is we want to see equalization of sensation from side to side. So when you have a discrepancy from one side feels different than the other, that means there's a shut-off of nerve supply to that side, to that nerve root. Generally, we're looking for a particular nerve root, like we have C2 and C3, C4, and each one has a certain dermatome. But his interesting thing is that his whole body was shut off. And so I get a kick out of this one because, again, this is what I do, balance, right? So palms up like this. So we're gonna check his, just tell me if it's the same or different from side to side. And your pain's on the right, so just tell me what you feel, okay?
Just more sharp on the right.
More sharp on the right. And his pain's on the right, okay?
Same thing.
More on the right, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same, more sharp.
Okay.
Yeah, more intense on the right. Yeah, I can barely feel it in my pinky.
Yeah, he can barely feel it in his pinky, okay? And so why is this important? I'm gonna check his lower body too real quick. But this is telling me that it's not just a specific stinking nerve like everybody wants to talk about in chiropractic. It's not just that. The whole body's being shut off. And where is it happening? It's happening in the pipeline of his neck. His pipeline of his neck comes from up here in the atlas, and that's the upper part of the neck. And that's if that thing's shut off, then the whole body shuts off. So let's check out the lower body here.
Yeah, more on the right.
More on the right, right?
Yeah, same.
More on the right. More on the right. All the right.
Especially.
Yeah, yeah, especially.
Oh, yeah.
So good. Pinwheel test. Very interesting. So thank you for letting me do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's check his pain right now. Go ahead and stand over there. So you're going to go through some range of motions like we did the other day. So just bend over, touch your toes as best you can. Okay, clear. Terrible flexibility, but tell me where your pain is.
You feel the pain right now it's lower right back.
So it feels lower right back, okay? Now go and stand up. Terrible flexibility. You said you've had that all your life, right?
Yeah, it's always been like that.
Go and go back like this. Where do you feel this?
It's just tight.
Okay, which one's worse, forward or back?
Forward.
Forward, okay.
Yeah.
So let's check your neck real quick. This is interesting to me. So look down the floor. pain in your neck at all?
Mm-mm.
Look at the ceiling. Anything?
No.
Okay. 0 pain in his neck, pain in his back. We're going to adjust his neck, and his back's going to feel better. Just like we always do. Okay? Now your back, please. Oh, something else interesting too. When we did the physical exam, I did that a couple days ago. When I was palpating his back, 0 pain in his back.
Yeah.
Didn't feel it at all. Where was the pain when I touched your back?
It's all in my neck. There was no pain in my back. Even where I have pain right now, you put pressure on it, and it just felt fine. And then you put pressure on my neck, and I was like, it hurts a lot. And you said you didn't put any more pressure than you had before.
Yeah. So it's interesting. So the body will tell us the truth if we're looking for the right clues. Okay, so we're just going to palpate here, just nice and easy. Okay. Okay, so you can feel this right here. Now again, the problem is all up in here, but we're not going to address that today. We're going to go nice, easy on you. Okay, I'm just touching here. Which one's more sore, right or left?
The right side.
Right side, by a lot or a little bit?
By a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just kind of curious.
You can definitely feel it more.
Yeah, more on the right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you adjustment right here in the middle of the neck. Again, nice and easy. I already took a look at his x-rays, and you're going to pop up right now. You'll see those x-rays. You see the reverse curve in there, and he hasn't seen it yet. And you see that atlas is way out on the x-ray, and like I said, I haven't shown him yet, so don't be freaked out. I'll show you next time. But check those out. Check those out. Okay. Yeah, so you can't even turn your neck this way. Okay, nice and relaxed here. Just let it go right there. Good. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Let's switch sides. That's extremely tight in your neck.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to move at all. More flexion here. I had to adjust the table, by the way, because his neck is so much in flexion that I can't get it to neutral without putting him in a different position. Good. Okay, we can come back around. So, now when I touch in these areas, you feel the difference in sensation, right?
Yeah, I feel it's the same.
It feels the same now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you're in film and all that stuff. You're not acting for me right now.
No.
Okay? You're not lying to the camera, please, right?
No.
Everybody always gives me a hard time with these videos, so I...
No reason to.
No reason to, I know, but they always think, oh, you're in cahoots with that guy.
No, I just met you the other day.
I know, just met me the other day, exactly. Okay, so when you get up, no twisting or turning, just like I say in the videos. The more you twist and turn, the more you're going to undo what I do. Okay, so you're just going to look straight ahead when I get you up. And go and throw your legs over the side right there and sit right there, please. Okay. Lightheaded at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, when you see those x-rays, there's a tremendous amount of pressure in there. The reason you don't sleep very well, it's like
So much pressure.
so much pressure, you'll be able to see it. Very interesting.
Okay.
So when you walk, like I'm going to have you walk, that's going to help recalibrate your spine.
Okay.
So just let your hands hang at your side, look straight ahead, try not to move around. Again, just walk.
Okay.
Go ahead and walk, please. Something else. Okay, go ahead and stop. Go back that way. Lightheaded still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah. Curious. You ever been lightheaded like this before?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're still lightheaded right now.
Yeah, a little
Keep
bit.
walking. Yes. So I'm gonna explain this on the camera. So again, the reason he's lightheaded is because I am working on his cerebellum and his brainstem, the key to fixing his balance. And so when I work in the arena of fixing his balance, I create an imbalance, a feeling of imbalance. So the walking, again, continues to change his body until you're starting to feel a little better, right? One more lap. Still, your eyes are still dilated. So it changes his spine until it accommodates to the new balance. And that's why he's going to come back here in a second. He's going to feel better. Okay.
Yeah,
You feel better now?
Yeah,
Stop right
so
there.
lightheaded.
Okay, take a deep breath. You're still dilated. Your eyes are still dilated. He's still a little lightheaded, but we're going to see where he's at right now, okay? And relax. Now, without me even prompting you, do you feel anything different right now besides you were lightheaded a minute ago?
It's odd. I actually do feel like more balanced.
Good. Okay.
Back. I mean, I still feel a little bit of pressure in my lower back, but it's not as much as. I mean, I remember as I was walking here, it was really tight in my hips, being able to walk over, but just walking back and forth is a lot more pressure.
Good.
Relieved.
So let's see your range of motion. This is going to be a big telltale right here. Go ahead and bend over, touch toes.
It's still tight.
Still tight, but how much better? 10%, 50%, 20%?
Probably like 10, 15%.
10%.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Stand up. So go ahead and go back. Now it's a heck of a lot better, right?
Oh yeah, way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and walk some more.
All right.
So the reason why the flexion doesn't work right off the bat is because it usually, I mean, it does a lot of times, but it doesn't in his case, is because he's so leaning forward all the time. His muscles are so strained. They just need to accommodate. It needs to accommodate. One more lap. One more lap. And then I also want to do the pinwheel test. That's what I want to do. Be right back. Okay, you want to stop right there? Okay, go ahead and touch those again. Still 10, 15%?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and stand up. So I want to check this before I do anything else. Actually, let's do this. Let's have a little fun. Have a seat first. Okay. I'm going to get him out of the rest of the pain real quick right here. Okay, I want to push on your shoulders. You've seen this in some of the videos too. And so he has a tremendous amount of tension in his neck, just like I said on the video, on the x-rays, and which I've been talking about. You feel this pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel it shooting up into your head at all?
No, it's
Just when I'm pushing?
Yeah.
Okay. Slow, deep breaths. And what I'm doing right now is I'm actually calming his muscles down. I'm forcing them to calm down. And so by forcing them, it's taking the pressure off the brainstem even more. Okay, relax. Drop the shoulders more. There you go. Okay, one more spot here. I know this is painful. Okay, now walk again. That should have made you dizzy again. So now you know why I fast forward through the walking.
Yeah.
Still lightheaded?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, one more lap. Yeah, so I always have direct connect on his atlas right there and right on his balance centers. Go and stop right here and touch toes again. Sit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're not just saying this, right? Because you love me, you like me, or whatever. You like have a connection with us, our office. You're how much better now? 40%, 30%, 50%, 60%?
Like 30, 20, 25%.
Fair enough, fair enough. So you feel a difference.
Yeah.
Now let's check your dermatones and we'll be done.
All right.
Go ahead and sit down here real quick. Okay, so they're all different. So let's just check it out again. So come over here, please, with the camera, and we'll check this out. Good. So be honest. If it's the same, then tell me if it's the same as it was. If it feels the same, just whatever you feel. What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? Is there some reason you're laughing?
They feel the same now.
What? You're lying.
No.
Are you lying to the camera?
No. Okay. It just blows my mind. That's all. That's why I'm laughing. I'm like shocked.
Yeah. So let's check the rest of it here.
A little bit more on the right,
Yeah.
but again, like not
Okay.
as. Oh, that's the same. Yeah. That's the same.
And how about your little numb pinky?
A little
bit numb?
a little bit more even.
Yeah, more
but,
even, but still different than before.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's check your legs.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I can't even tell the difference.
Okay, so go ahead and stand up for me, please. So I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah.
So again, he had some pain relief. Definitely some pain relief.
Yeah.
Good first adjustment. The big thing for me is, again, pain is just a reason for him to come in here, but the neurological change. I just adjusted his neck, but his toes now feel exactly the same. That's how powerful what we do is here. And so I'm glad you let me do the video. Do you have any questions?
No questions. I'm just shocked that even the nerves, they would be just that much of a difference with one adjustment.
That's why I do these videos. They're a lot of fun. Thanks for the let me do it, and thank you. Hi, Dr. Thayer here. We're doing a follow-up with Matt. This is 5 months later.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not been a very consistent patient for the last couple of months, but in the beginning he had some really great success, and with great success sometimes people don't follow through with their treatment quite as much, and that's been our friend Matt. But I wanted to make sure I do a follow-up for this video so that we can kind of get a perspective of how he's doing with all the symptoms he had in the beginning. You said that when you came in here you had low back pain, and that was your primary thing you came in for. Yep. What is that like?
Back pain, I haven't felt it at all. It's been clear since. When I had originally come in, I had been exercising to hurt my back. Haven't felt any lower back pain from that injury. Definitely feel like I've been able to move a lot better also.
Good.
Having that, just the movement overall is really what I was looking for too. So,
good. And that's been 5 months.
Yeah.
So much better. Good. Now, the big one I was interested in was the 10 years of fatigue. Okay. 10 years of fatigue. You said you had that constantly for 10 years. Sleeping was terrible. Waking up 1 to 2 times per night. The snoring, naps at lunch. Can you tell us how that's going?
I don't take any more naps at lunch.
Good. And how often were these naps at lunch going?
I'd probably take them about like two to 3 times a week, depending on how busy it was. So I haven't taken any naps at lunch, which is good.
And that was something that was going on for a long time.
Yeah, they've been going on for years. And then with the fatigue, definitely getting much better sleep.
Gotcha.
Because I haven't been as consistent lately. The snoring has come back, but definitely not as heavy as it was. I mean, that was kind of the biggest thing, was that I just would wake myself up in the middle of the night. The girl I was dating at the time, she would wake up in the middle of the night, so it's actually gotten 100 times better. So.
Good. And tell me about the funny story was the snoring. You'd fall asleep watching a movie.
So I fall asleep.
Yeah, but you watch the movie. Like she goes, I don't think you've ever seen the end of the movie or something like that.
Yeah, because I would always fall asleep and I would never see the end of the movie, and she would always like nudge me to try to get me to wake up, or she wouldn't even be able to like hear the movie because I'd be snoring.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of it's changed from that.
But you noticed that you said that it was better when you were a little more consistent,
Yes.
and it's come back a little bit. You're a
Yes.
little tired now.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, the fatigue hasn't really been there. I have been told that I snore, but it's just not as bad as it was. So really, the fatigue that I felt before is not there
Good.
at all.
Right on. Thank you.
Yeah, don't feel I need a nap.
Good. Perfect. So I'm going to let you guys watch this follow-up adjustment. Like I said, it's been about 5 months. This is all going to get linked to his first day adjustment, so that'll be fun. Hope you guys like it. Go ahead and lay down for a minute. Face down, please. Actually, scoot up a little, please. Good. Can you come over this side? So in the first shot, we have him just being adjusted by his neck, and you saw all the great things that happened with that. Again, over however many adjustments we've had, I think about 12 adjustments, we've added in the thoracic adjustment here. Okay. Go and breathe in, man. No. Okay, let it go. Good. Let's go here. Breathe in. Good. Good, nice. And back, please. Yeah, really tight right up here. Yeah, this right side. Have you come back on this side real quick? And I'll just swing back around. Very good, very good. Okay, so if anybody's curious why I keep moving the table headpiece, what I'm trying to do is get his head to neutral position. And he still has some forward head carriage that we'd love to work out in the future. Forward head carriage is when the head is forward of the neck and forward of the shoulders. So when I bring him down to level here, he has more tension and his neck is not quite in the optimal position to adjust. So I bring it up to level it out. Right side. Good, nice. Okay. Much better. Yeah, I can feel that. Okay. Come back around again. Okay, Matt. Why not? Good?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting me do the video again. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.